Hey guys, it is your real anime sensei here to vlog again, and today I'm going to be talking about a requested topic, which is my own fitness journey. This is kind of a long thing. It started when I was a young kid. I was pretty overweight. I ate my feelings, so to speak. I ended up weighing, in the 4th grade, I weighed 140 pounds. And in the 5th grade, I weighed 180 pounds. And boy, that's pretty fat. Fortunately, I was kind of tall for a 5th grader, so I didn't look as fat as I could have looked had I been a little bit shorter. I ended up getting sick, and after I got sick, I'd been hospitalized for a little while, and my dad saw that as an opportunity to try to fix our problem of being, massively overweight. So, I started going to the gym, started doing primarily bodybuilding protocols, and then working in like construction during the summertime. Because that's what my dad did, and so I helped him out a lot. It was like every summer or winter break, that's what I was doing. But anyway, bodybuilding protocol. I did not do any cardio, because it was bodybuilding. We didn't run. Like, you're gonna lose your gains. 90s bro science logic. But it's fine, because let me tell you, with no cardio, low carb diet, I lost 40 pounds in a summer. And so when I went into 6th grade, I was a completely different kid. And people were like, whoa, what happened to you? And I was like, started lifting. There you go. And that sort of just changed the whole narrative for a lot of my school years. It's like, you show up and you're stronger, and it's like, oh, this is the strong kid now. Yeah, okay, yeah, we established that. Not to say they didn't, people, you don't get picked on or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just sort of like you're taking control of your own life, because you're eliminating things people might pick on you about, and you are giving yourself more options to feel confident and also to defend yourself if necessary. So after that, I, still doing bodybuilding primarily through middle school and high school. I did a couple of different martial arts. I did Aikido for a little while. I primarily just, though, with my buddies in the backyard, we just had Budokais, is what we call them. We had backyard tournaments patterned after Dragon Ball. So similar rules. If you got thrown out, knocked out, or submit, then you lose. But we didn't punch to the head because we didn't want. We had issues. None of us had gloves. So, but kicking was fine. Grappling, punching, all that stuff. All the techniques were fine, just not to the face. So we did a lot of that, and boy, did we do a lot. Because anytime any of us had a sleepover from 7th grade on, we had a tournament. And it was like a lot. I really can't even count how many. So, anyway, that's the majority of my training in middle school and high school was occasionally, practicing my martial arts skills that I had, and then having tournaments, and then bodybuilding stuff. So I noticed that I felt like I was weak in a lot of areas that I should be strong in to hit, because my wrists felt weak and my ankles felt weak, and I didn't feel like I could hit as hard as I wanted to hit. So I started changing this. If I want to fight, I have to train like a fighter. So I started doing a lot of research, and I started looking up stuff, and I got really into bodyweight exercises. I bought this fitness course from Matt Fury, who do some research, I sort of found out that he was a charlatan. He didn't really end up training with Karl Gotch, and most of the stuff that he said wasn't about training with Karl Gotch. That wasn't true. Karl Gotch came out and said that he essentially disavowed him. But anyway, drama aside, a lot of that got me involved in bodyweight exercises, and I really started liking bodyweight exercises. I did a lot of push-ups, a lot of sit-ups, a lot of squats, Hindu squats, Hindu push-ups, pull-ups, all kinds of stuff. Fell in love with handstands and handstand push-ups. Yeah, definitely enjoyed doing that. And I learned how to jump rope, which was very good for my footwork because it took me a while to learn how to jump rope. I was not naturally good at that. And then finally, I was like, I felt a little stronger in some of the stuff that I was doing. I spent a lot more time hitting the bag, a lot more time grappling and sparring and doing other stuff. And my memory's a little bit fuzzy. I know either right before or right after, like maybe freshman year of college, I started training at a local Tracy Kempo gym with this old guy who had previously been in the military and had done some bodyguard work and was around during the Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris era. Dude was like, out of shape, had the Kempo, the old like Kempo karate belly, because he was like 60 something at the time, but the man had hands, arms, like his forearms, his shins, his feet, they were like iron bars, and if he hit you, you felt like you wanted to die. And yeah, that was definitely really cool because I got to be exposed to like some old school stuff. Then I kind of used that as a springboard, and I went to when I was in the University of South Carolina, I went to a facility in Columbia, or rather Lexington, which is right next to Columbia, and we started doing. I started doing some Jeet Kune Do and some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. So I did that for a little while, and then being a poor college student, I didn't have a lot of money. I had to stop. And I ended up primarily training with a bunch of my friends whenever I could. So it's jiu-jitsu, kung fu, karate, anything I can get my hands on. A lot of self-training, though, hitting the bag and working on my conditioning and my strength and that kind of stuff. Senior year, I got involved in a karate class. No. I can't remember if it was junior year or senior year, but I know that I did a lot of karate. Like an American karate class, because the school offered it, and so it was like, heck, I'll just do it there. And so like, I got a lot of training doing that, and so I definitely was doing a lot of stuff at that time. Like I remember doing a morning session on the heavy bag. And then, an afternoon session of strength conditioning, and then I'd have 2 karate classes, and then in the evening, I might do, something else. I think at that time, I was still doing the iron palm training, so I mean, like, it was all over the place. I was doing all kinds of stuff. Senior year, I signed up for a mud run with some friends, and I started running, and boy, was I really bad at running. At first, but I picked it up pretty quickly, and mostly bad at running because I didn't like it. And I ran 5 miles for the first time senior year, and that was crazy for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I just ran 5 miles. That's the longest. It's crazy long. So honestly, this has kind of run a little longer than I thought it would, and so I guess just to recap, so far I was a fat kid, did bodybuilding, lost a lot of weight. Then I just wanted to do more martial arts stuff, and I did a bunch of bodyweight exercises in college. Did a lot more martial arts. Started running it in my senior year, and then yeah, I think I'm going to stop it at my graduation of college, because when I finally get out of college, things really start to go crazy. So I guess that probably deserves another video. So I don't think I'll need more than 2, but we're going to go ahead and end this right here. Thank you guys very much for listening to this. It was kind of scattered. I'm trying to kind of hard to remember all the stuff that that I've done over the years. But until next time, good luck and train hard.